Hi, my name is Mike Bennett. I'm from InsideTraxs.co.uk. Today I'm going to start a series of videos which are aimed to help you bet smarter by giving you some winning betting strategies based on sound facts and stats. The first strategy that I want to talk about today is back-to-lay betting. Now, back-to-lay betting has three steps to it. The first step in any back-to-lay bet is to look at the racing today, and to look for the opportunities that might be present in the with the tracks and with the horses. So, if I share the screen and show you the racing at Thirsk. Thirsk has two factors about it. The first factor is that 33 out of 47 are 6 furlong races. This is a 6 furlong race at Thirsk. So 33 out of 47 races have produced winners out of high-drawn stalls. That's 70% of all winners have come from high-drawn stalls. The second fact is that Thirsk over 6 furlongs is ranked 4th best for producing front-runner winners. So what we're looking for in this race, this 6 furlong race, is those two factors: a high-drawn horse, and then we're going to look at the pace angle, one that has the pace to get out in front and that likes to front-run. Well, we can clearly see that the pace ranking for, or rating for, Fink Hill is 9, and the next best is Lena's Star at 7. Now, what we can see also is that Fink Hill is drawn 9 out of 10 runners, so drawn high. And an additional factor for me is that we have a front-running specialist jockey in Joe Fanning. So we see that Fink Hill has the high draw, has the pace to get out in front and likes to front-run. And now we look at a quick look at the form side of things. And the 7-4 favourite is Mutabay. That was second in a race at Ripon, Redcar, and over 6 furlongs, and beat Fink Hill by 5.3 lengths. But Fink Hill gets a £6 pull the other way. It was Fink Hill's first run of the season, which is obviously he's going to improve for that. And finally, they split into 2 at Redcar, and Fink Hill was in the near side group, the far side group, and the near side group seemed to be favoured. So, all in all, Fink Hill seems to have a similar chance to the favourite, and yet we'll see just in a minute, because I'm going to stop sharing this. We will see in a minute that he is considerably larger odds. So we are a 6 furlong race at Thirsk. We found a horse that matches 2 factors that are in its favour. We've looked at the form and see that there's some chance that Fink Hill would run up to the favourite. So we've probably got a favourite's chance. And now, so having chosen the horse, do we want to back? What strategy do we want to have for this horse? Do we want to back it to win? Well, it's the second race of its season. It might still be ring rusty, and I wouldn't be confident that it was going to win. So, no, I don't think so. Do I want to put it for a place? That's a distinct possibility. We would get probably 3-1 on a place here, and that could be the strategy we take. But I think because of the 2 items that we've taken, a front-running, high-drawn pace horse, that we are going to see Fink Hill go out in front, and we're going to see Fink Hill's odds tumble quite quickly, and that is the exact environment we want for a back-to-lay bet. So let's have a quick look and see what we do next. Well, we've got to execute this back-to-lay. So we'll go to Betfair, and we'll have a quick look at where Fink Hill is. Fink Hill is here. I actually backed this about half an hour ago, £12 at 10.07. We can see that probably quite a few people have got the same angle as me. It's down into 8.4 already, and we're just 4 minutes away from the race. I've already made £2.39 on my money. If I want to double my money, then well, let's see what we have to do. We have to take half the odds, so we take it down to 6, and we double the stake. So we'd have just under 6. Then we need to just green this up. It's quite, there we go. So we're down to 5 actually, down to odds of 5 to 1, and then we can see here we are. If we put that bet on, £24 at 5 to 1, we will green up at £12 with Think Hill at £12.89. Now that seems to be a quite reasonable bet actually. 7.8. We only needed to come in 2 odd points, just over 2 points, 2.8 points, and that bet is in the bag. Now we might actually say, well, look, let's not be quite so ambitious and trying to double our money. Let's go for £18, and let's not try and double our money. Let's just try and put £6 in the bank, 50% of our money. So let's look at you can see the green on Think Hill, and we would go to 6.6. So again, this would be probably the bet I would go with. It's quite a high price already. If it can get out in front, I think that will drop a couple of points, at which point our 6.6 will be taken up. So I think I'm going to now put that bet on because I can then be well in advance of the racing. So I'll put that bet on and I'll say keep. That's a keep so that when the horse race starts, your bet doesn't get cancelled. If you don't put keep on there, you actually will have your bet cancelled. So we've updated that. And now I've got a bet which would give me £108.89 if I kept it as a £12 win bet. I see that the price has come in, so there's a few people confident that Think Hill has a better chance than when I first backed it. And I now think that it's got the pace to get out in front and be prominent, at least, if not leading, at which point the odds will continue to drop. I could, if you watch this particular chart here, I could update this and say, well, look, I don't want that. Actually, I'm going to go for. No, it won't do that for me. I'd have to cancel that bet, and then I'll update by going back in here and saying, actually, what I'll do is I'll go in at not 6.6 but 6, and I'll go in with my £18. Then actually what I'm saying is I've got more confidence that Think Hill will win. So I'm going to take it down 0.6 from 6.6, and I'll get myself a better return if Think Hill wins. But I'll still get 50% on my money if he doesn't. That might be your strategy. Or your strategy might be to take it down even further and go for the £24. So take it down to 5 and put the £24 on, which you can do like that, and that gives you then your £12. So it gives you some options as to where you want to go. I see it's drifting a bit again, so maybe I ought to be a bit careful, and I'll go for the 6.6 and the £18, and I'll be satisfied if I can make £8 on Think Hill and £6 on the others. So that's what it looks like. Actually, Think Hill is doing all sorts of stuff. Goodness gracious. We're in play, so let's put that bet on. Now we're actually in play, so let's hope we can go down to 6.6 and see where we go from there. Let's have a listen to the live racing so you can hear what's going on. And it looks like we have greened up because I can see that I'm... So here we go. And Think Hill is now leading. And Think Hill actually has gone into 3.1, you can see there. So actually I've probably underdone it, and I should have more faith in Mr. Joe Fanning. I could have made a lot of money, but it's not going to win. So Think Hill has weakened. He's coming back a bit. He might come back, but he's not going to. I don't think he's going to. So there you go. Think Hill did get a place. That's fine. We could have backed him for a place. Yes, Think Hill came third there. So a good race by Think Hill. Certainly had all the possibilities of giving Mutabay a good race for his money, and which he did. He only got beaten by about a length and a half. But we can see now that back to lay bet from a £12 stake has given me 50% return. And in fact, if I look at where Fink Hill actually went, I'm just going into the betting where it was bet, and I can see that there was £66 actually matched on Fink Hill at 2.22. So I could have gone down to 2.22, and I could have made, yes, quite a lot of money at 2.22. I could have made probably £50 profit if I'd had faith enough in Fink Hill. But I'm satisfied. I've taken very few risks, and I've just made 50% on my money just from knowing that Fink Hill was coming for a wide draw, had the pace to get out in front, and had a good jockey on him. So that's what a back to lay bet is about. I could have made more money, but I didn't risk too much. As I said, I could have made £50 if I'd really gone for it. I certainly could have made the £12 and doubled my money because it went considerably below the 5 that I would have needed to do to lay it out to get that return. But I was satisfied with the 6.6 laying odds, and I got those 6.6 very easily. I mean, 2.5 furlongs out. So I was home and hosed, a long way from home. And even though Fink Hill didn't win, I got 50% of my money. So there you go. A strategy back to lay that can give you a significant return on your money with few or any risks, so long as you know what you're doing, what track, what horse, and what jockey. And that's where InsideTraxs.co.uk comes in. I post tips and other information on the website, and you can come to the website and look at the tips, and in those tips I will give you my thoughts on whether you should be backing the tips to win, to place, back to lay, or other strategies which I will also come back in and talk to you about at another time. So thanks for listening, and please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you at another time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.